Hello everyone, my name is Tinda Hayati Herman, and now I would like to explain about English around the world. For introduction, the global spread of English has been profoundly influenced by exploration, colonization, trade, and migration since the early 17th century. 17th century. This expansion led to the establishment of English-speaking communities across the Americas, Australia, Africa, and Asia, resulting in a rich diversity of English varieties shaped by local languages and cultures. As English evolves into a complex tapestry of dialects, it becomes a key player in global communication, highlighting both its historical roots and its contemporary significance in a multicultural world. Understanding this evolution is essential for appreciating the impact of English on linguistic diversity today. Next, we move to external history and sources. After 1600, English speakers spread globally due to exploration, trade, forced migration, and wars. Colonization. The first permanent English-speaking settlers arrived in Jamestown in 1607. Forced migration. Religious persecutions led to the transportation of British prisoners to the West Indies in the 1620s, and Irish immigrants fleeing famine in the 1820s. Colonial expansion. The British East India Company, established in 1600, played a significant role in spreading English in India and other regions. Role of English today. After decolonization, many countries retain English for its unifying role among diverse languages. English is taught as a second language or foreign language in various regions, including the US. East Asia include China, Korea, Japan, and Europe. The term ESOL, English for speakers of other languages, is also commonly used to encompass both ESL and EFL contexts. Next, we move to spelling and sounds. The variation in English spelling and pronunciation arise from both external and internal factors. External reasons include the conscious decision of editors, educators, and politicians, leading to notable spelling differences among British, American, and Canadian English. For instance, words like color in British versus color in American illustrate uh, these discrepancies, while Canadian English often adopt a blend of both British and American spelling. Reflecting its unique linguistic identity, although these spelling differences are relatively minor compared to historical variation in Old and Middle English, they serve as a converging factors that helps maintaining mutual understanding among speakers of different English varieties. Internally, pronunciation differences are shaped by the language's evolving phonetic landscape. Marked sounds such as the interdental fricative may be replaced by unmarked alternative. In dialects such as Australian English, vowel pronunciation varies significantly. Consonants also exhibit diverse behaviors with voicing changes affecting clarity. Sounds may devoice in specific dialects. Additionally, assimilatory changes can occur where sounds influence one another within words. A notable example is Canadian racing, where vowels are pronounced differently before voiceless consonant, leading to distinct pronunciation of words like writer and rider. Overall, overall, the interplay between this spelling and pronunciation variation highlights the dynamic nature of English as it evolved across different regions while adapting to global communication needs. Next, grammar. The grammatical features of world Englishes are shaped by the origins of the settlers and exhibit significant diversity. For instance, regions like Newfoundland and Australia, influenced by Irish English settlers, retain some of its characteristics. Morphology. Many varieties regularize pronouns using one form for both subject and object cases. For example, I am for he or him. Reflexive pronouns may also become irregular, resulting in forms like himself or theirself. Next, syntax. Variation occur in word order, use of auxiliaries, and negation. Subject auxiliary. Inversion may not happen in WH question in some dialects. Pronoun doubling. This phenomenon is common in many Englishes. For example, my brother, he is subject drop influenced by first language. This occurs frequently in some varieties. Next, modals and auxiliaries. The usage of modals and auxiliary verbs varies across Englishes. The lexicons of the world Englishes. The vocabulary of the Englishes is very diverse. Its variety borrows from native sources, which contribute to divergence. There are four reasons for the difference in World English lexicon. Number one, contact with indigenous languages. English varieties borrow vocabulary from indigenous languages, especially for place name, for example, boomerang in Australia, Arizona in the US. Number two, contact with immigrant languages. As English spread globally, it came into contact with other languages, leading to the borrowing of words. For example, American English has borrowed words from Spanish taco, ranch, German hamburger noodle. Next, number three, different lexical choices. Even within English-speaking countries, different words may be used for the same concept. For instance, elevator is used in American English, while lift is used in British English. Number four, historical divergence. Some lexical differences between varieties of English can be traced back to the 17th century, before English speakers spread around the world. Certain words that were used in early English dialect have been preserved in specific varieties, while they have been lost in others. Uh, there is extra material about code switching. In bilingual communities, people often switch between languages, incorporating words and phrases from one language into the other. This can lead to further diverse of vocabulary. Next, English influence Pidgins and Creoles. Pidgin and Creole, languages that certain English words are considered varieties of English, uh, though their grammars are not always based on English. Pidgins emerged as simplified languages used for basic communication, typically in trade, while creoles developed from pidgins when children acquire them as their first language, becoming fully functional in all aspects of life. Both types often draw vocabulary from a dominant language known as the lexifier. For example, uh, Taopisin is heavily influenced by English. The distinction between Pidgins and Creoles can be blurred, as some languages function as both depending on their context of use and the number of native speakers. Overall, Pidgins and Creoles highlight the dynamic nature of language contact and cultural exchange, illustrating how English has influenced and been influenced to other languages around the world. And next is about consequence of the spread of English. The spread of English driven by colonialism, migration, and globalization has significant consequences. Many speakers feel pressure to learn English for business and academic opportunities, leading to the marginalization of non-native speakers and a potential loss of linguistic diversity. In countries like Nigeria and Kenya, where only a small percentage speaks English, an elite class emerges, leaving others at a disadvantage. disadvantage. Additionally, the rise of English threatens local languages, with estimates suggesting that 90% of languages alive in the 1990s may disappear by the end of the 21st century. Languages like Navajo are at risk due to declining native speakers, while effort exists to promote endangered languages. The dominance of English often results in local languages being used informally but not professionally. Thus, while English serves as global lingua franca, its spread challenges cultural identity and linguistic heritage. So, for the conclusion, the global spread of, of English has transformed it into a vital tool to communication across cultures and industries. While it facilitates international interaction and access to opportunities, it also poses challenges such as the marginalization of non-native speakers and the erosion of linguistic diversity. As English continues to evolve and adapt in various contexts worldwide, it remains crucial to balance its role as a global lingua franca with effort to preserve local languages and culture. So that's all about English around the world. Thank you for your attention and goodbye.